Okay, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, everybody in NAF Atsugi, Facebook land, everybody out there in Big Channel land, want to say welcome. We are here with VAQ 141 Shadowhawks. We're in their awesome hangar, and this air wing's been gone so much this past year, it kind of forgot the smell of the hangar bay. It's great to be back in here, CMC. How you doing today?
I'm doing fabulous, Skipper.
Good.
How are you today?
I'm doing wonderful, and I was TAD last week. XO Alden, thanks for doing a wonderful job, and it's good to be back here on the captain's call with y'all. So we are here with Professor Andres. He works in the airframe shop at AM2, and Professor Andres, welcome aboard.
Thanks, sir.
Good. Well, it's great to have you today, and so tell us a little bit about what the squadron does. I know the Shadowhawks, you've been here for about a year and a half now, well, almost 2 years.
Yes, sir.
Been here a while, and what do you do in the Shadowhawks, and what's your primary responsibility here?
As AIM-2 with the Shadowhawks, my main job is to make sure that the overall structure of the airplane is safe and ready to fly.
Okay, so you're a metal bender in the old terms, right?
That's right,
There's
sir.
not a whole lot of metal on this plane anymore, is there?
There's a little bit down there.
A little bit down there? Okay. Well, you do a great job, and obviously it's very important keeping these planes alive and flying and mission readiness. It's kind of important here in Japan, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
All right, well, good. Well, how was last year's cruise on George Washington? Did you do okay?
It's always good.
All right, well, very good. Well, you guys are gone quite a bit this next year, doing training and operations and doing exactly what you guys do. And I want to thank you for being such a great sailor, for being recognized by your command, and we're just happy to have you on board.
Glad to be here, sir.
Okay, well, CMC, can you start us on the new captain's call this year?
I certainly
Thanks.
can. Tax volunteers. It's almost that time of year again. Military and civilian volunteers are needed for tax return services, which will begin in February of 2014. Volunteers will receive free tax preparation training and certification through the Internal Revenue Service. To volunteer or for more information, please contact Lieutenant Nicholas Inns at nicholas.inns, INNS, at fe.navy.mil.
Okay.
Bike rider courses. There will be an experienced rider course on Tuesday, January 28th at North Dock in Yokohama. ESAM's registration is required. For questions or concerns, please call the safety office at 264-3678.
Okay, the American Red Cross is hosting a 5K, 10K run to help those affected by the typhoon in the Philippines. The run will take place Saturday, February 1st from 9 a.m. to noon in front of Halsey Gym. And to pre-register, please go to the NF Atsugi Red Cross office. For more information, please visit the Atsugi Facebook page or call 264-6794.
All right, the Navy Exchange is going to be closing its doors for a little while to conduct annual inventory. The Mini Mart will be closed on Tuesday, January 28th from 0600 to 12. The Home Store will be closed Wednesday, January 29th from 10 a.m. to noon. The Main Store will be closed on January 30th, Thursday. Personalized Services will be closed January 31st from 10 a.m. to noon. Autoport will be closed on Friday, January 31st from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. The Beauty Shop will be closed Friday, January 31st from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. And Uniform Center will be closed on Saturday, February 1st. More details regarding these closures are available on the NAF Atsugi Facebook page.
Okay, photos. The Public Affairs Office will be taking full-length photos on Wednesday, January 29th from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. and roster photos on Thursday, January 30th from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. No reservations are required. Just walk in from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. For any questions or concerns, please call 264-4455.
You've done this before, haven't you, Aim? Apparently. Okay, it's Super Bowl time. It's time for the Super Bowl, and MWR is hosting the Super Bowl Bash Monday, February 3rd at the Atsugi Convention Center. So who's your pick, Master Chief?
I got to go with the Broncos on this.
How about you, AM2?
Broncos.
Yeah, I'm a Peyton Manning fan. I think he's good. Although I got some Seahawks fans out there that are going to probably disown me out there. So
well, that's okay. A little bit of football controversy in life
good.
Is what makes life.
I'm happy the Seahawks got to the show, though. That is good. Okay, so doors are going to open at 6:30 a.m. and the game starts at 08:15 a.m. local. Grab your friends and check out the game on our big screen. Everyone is welcome to watch for free. Ticket holders will be invited to enjoy breakfast, lunch, and enter our prize drawings and activities. The event will be joined by several NFL players. Pretty cool. So be sure to come out and root for your team. For more information, please contact MWR 264-4670. Oh, I got the father-daughter ball too. Okay, NAF Atsugi's third annual father-daughter ball will be held Saturday, February 8th from 6 to 10 p.m. at the Atsugi Convention Center. Tickets are on sale now. For more details and ticket prices, please visit the Atsugi Facebook page or email atsugifatherdaughter@gmail.com.
All right, main gate closure. The main gate will be closed from 8 a.m. to noon Saturday, February 8th for maintenance on both inbound and outbound lanes. The west gate will be open for this 4-hour closure, so please plan accordingly. And it's stack attack time. Do you have a cup stacking champ in your household? On Saturday, February 15th, the Sports Stacking Challenge begins at 0930 at Ranger Gym for ages 8 to 18, or excuse me, ages 5 to 18. 8 to 18, that's a big mistake there. To sign up, please contact Central Reservations at 264-3588 or visit the Naval Air Facility Atsugi Facebook page for MWR for more details.
Okay, lots of great stuff going on these next couple weeks. So thanks for tuning in for first part of our show. MWR are going to let us know what's going on. All kinds of winter activities and events coming up the next couple of months. So we will be right back with some more great events, some Bravo Zulus concerns, and some more talk show with AM2 Andre. So thanks for joining us again. We'll be right back in just a couple minutes. Please join us.
Are you ready for some Super Bowl? That's right. Grab your friends and come check out the game on our big screen. Everyone is welcome to come watch for free. Ticket holders will be invited to enjoy breakfast, lunch, and enter our prize drawings and activities. We'll even be joined by several NFL players, so be sure to come out and root for your team. Want to learn a new cultural craft? Join us at the library on Tuesdays in January and February at 10 a.m. to learn how to make different Hawaiian-style crafts out of ribbons. No sign-up is required, so just drop by. Mahalo! Rosters are due for Captain's Cup racquetball by Friday, January 24th. The tournament will be held on Saturday, February 1st from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. The new edition of MWR Events magazine will hit the shelves on Friday, January 24th. Don't forget to pick up your copy to stay up to date on upcoming events and get the scoop on March tours. Pick up one at the tours office or food court. Look for it in next week's MWR This Week's newsletter.
Okay, we're back with part 2 of the Captain's Call this week, and we have a great opportunity to be here in the hangar. Shadowhawks, world-famous VAQ 141, and incredible mission, incredible job you guys do, and just what a great safety and security presence you guys provide for Air Wing 5. George Washington Strike Group and this whole Japan-U.S. Security Alliance, very proud that you guys are part of the team. And we have a great sailor here representing the Shadowhawks today. As you can see, the awesome flag, and very happy to represent those guys is Professor Andre. So thanks for joining us again. And you work in the airframe shop again as well.
Yes,
and
sir.
Is there anybody else out there that you'd like to say hello to? Some folks you want to recognize?
I'd definitely like to give a shout out to my Shadowhawks family, my family back home, and my beautiful fiance Cassandra Gephardt. Can't wait to get home and see everybody again.
Oh, that's wonderful. So, any of your family visited Japan before?
Yes, sir.
Okay, outstanding. So you know what a long way it is, and you can tell what an important job he does out here. Keeping the planes in the background flying there is no small task, and they only give the best and the brightest out here in Japan. So we're proud to serve alongside you. Thanks for being a great sailor on Atsugi. I know you do some great stuff here, and certainly the squadron couldn't do without you. So great job.
Appreciate it, sir.
All right, so we got a few concerns out there we're going to address first, and Master Chief, you can help me out with those. I think we got a couple answers for a couple of them, but let's see if we can tackle some of these.
Yes, sir. Our first concern here is regarding the auto hobby shop, and this customer is concerned about some increased costs and expenses at the auto hobby shop, not being able to access their storage during the times that the auto hobby shop is closed. And also there's concern about the quality of tools provided at the auto hobby shop. And this particular one here says that sequester is now over. Go back to 7 days a week.
Okay, so that's an interesting comment. I'm going to go with the last one first, and if I tell you what, if you're reading Navy Times or CNN or any document out there that is worth credibility, sequester is not over. Sequester is about a 8 to 10 year process, and going to cut about $1 trillion from the U.S. DoD budget. So although it may not be in the news quite as much, it is certainly part of our lives for the next few years. It's going to shape the Navy, shape our military, and the way it fights for the next few years. So I'll just correct one inaccuracy. Sequester's not over. We're just in year one of it. Okay, it's just out of the news, and the budget folks back home, and we're just dealing with the new realities. This is the new reality, and part of that is we can't go 7 days a week on all of our services. We can't have some of the things the way they used to be. We can't heat and cool all the buildings the way we wanted to. It's just the way we have to do business, and I'm the biggest sailor advocate there is. I want sailors and families to go out there and enjoy our stuff, but certainly the budget has changed, and we are doing our best. Trust me. So as far as the hobby shop goes, certainly the price changes were well overdue. When we signed this back last spring to change the rates, we were actually losing money on tools. We were losing money on certain other venues that we, in our MWR process, we cannot lose money. Okay, it is a service provided for the sailors, and if we are doing something that is taking money away from the sailors, then obviously we have to retool business. So all those rate changes went up. Some of it went back into recapitalizing the tools, but it's not enough to replace all the tools that break or get the latest and greatest. So that is one thing that we do try to do. Certainly keeping the place open 7 days a week and the access to storage 7 days a week is simply not possible. And unfortunately, that's the new reality. And we were happy to have those prices and that services for all those times. But unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do that. And trust me, myself and leadership went through every venue we had in MWR to see what we could do to provide the maximum to the sailors, and we're there right now, honestly. So we do our best.
And the auto hobby shop is still a great value for the money that you're paying for a lift. It's a great service. It's a great opportunity for sailors to work on their own cars, and it is not that expensive.
Yeah, no. And we usually get great comments for customer service over there. Keith and those folks do a great job. We get almost all positive BZs for the auto hobby shop over there. So maybe you caught them on a bad day, or maybe was not quite confused, a little confused about what was going on over there. But the auto hobby shop, you guys do a wonderful job, and they'll actually fix your car up to a certain point and at least help you along with turning that wrench. So please keep up the good work over there, and I hope we answer the customers' problems. And they understand, and they can certainly come to MWR, Mr. Durning or Mr. Mashazik over there to express any further qualms that they have with the program. Okay.
All right, our next concern comes from security department, and the issue is VRO information being out of date on a couple of traffic stops where the patrolmen appeared not to know or understand what documents they were looking at these traffic stops, and citing these vehicle owners for having expired JCI.
Okay, so these were two complaints that came in with security, and one of them I'll address that right up front is customer service and dealing with the customers in a respectful manner. Hey, that is job number one. Making sure our security force is out there and being a part of the community, not out there just to enforce. And we want to be problem solvers as well as folks. But that being said, their primary mission is good order and discipline here, and making sure that we're all operating vehicles safely and effectively. So with that, we will make sure that we redouble our efforts to train. What are the requirements out there? Because I got to be honest with you, it's really confusing. To own a car here. There's several different taxes. We got road tax coming up in April. You get your JCI, you got your weight tax, you got all these different taxes. So while you might have a fairly inexpensive vehicle out there, It's not cheap to keep it on the road legally. So anyway, we'll deal with the customer service piece, and SETCO's already assured that that's taken care of, and we'll make sure that all the patrolmen are aware of what the requirements are. And it's basically just being a good service member out there, being a good MA. And those guys do a great job. And a couple of these folks may have just had a bad experience out there. So we'll work on that.
Yes, sir. And I can remember when I first got to Japan, I was confused about JCI and liability insurance. And
right.
If I'm paying for this insurance, why do I have to pay for another insurance? So if I'm getting confused, I'm sure that others are getting confused as well. But
yep.
the folks that work over at VRO do a good job of clarifying and helping. They help me understand, and I'm a firm believer that if I can do it, anybody can.
Yeah,
do
absolutely. And you just gotta make sure that doesn't lapse out. Okay, put something in your calendar. Make sure it doesn't time out, because that's going to be in trouble. And the worst thing that could possibly happen out there is you get into a really bad accident. You don't have insurance. There could be jail time involved, and that's the worst case. Certainly, we don't want to have accidents to happen, but we want to make sure you're covered under the Japanese laws, because it's a lot different than ours back then. So. Okay. Anything else there,
And we've got one last concern, and
okay.
that has to do with Taco Bell.
Okay.
Apparently, Taco Bell was not charging the price on the menus, not what rang up at the register when this customer finally got their bill.
Hey, that's a problem. You see the board up there, you expect to pay whatever for it, and it comes up different. That's not good. So we did talk to Mr. Conrad over there, Mr. Newbill. He's a great job. I'm a big advocate of the food court, and we talked to him on all kinds of stuff. So he did go through after the complaint was received, and he did verify that everything on the menu was being charged up properly. So that's the good thing. We need to advertise the proper prices, and Taco Bell runs that enterprise. It's not the Navy. It's a contractor for us. So, however, we do have a lot of interaction with the employees. We do hire the employees for them. So we'll make sure we get that right, and you guys get what you're paying for, and we'll make sure that customer service and timeliness is good, because I know that has been an issue in the past. But we'll definitely work on that and keep the food court up and running. 2 of our restaurants went down for renovation, so the food court's going to be a little more crowded, and so with the golf course. So we got to make sure we're up to speed on that. Okay. All right, so that takes care of the complaints and concerns. Hopefully we got something out of that. And the best part of the show now is Pastor Andre is going to work the BZs for us. So all over to you.
Thank you, sir. This one's for PSD. Hope I'm putting this in the correct category. I'm new to the TAD aspect, and going on my first couple of trips, the ladies in the CTO Travel Assist Sato travel office have been absolutely incredible. Patient, educating, and accommodating to each of my requests. Bravo Zulu to these 2 ladies, and I definitely appreciate them making my TADs that much easier to get flights and cars taken care of quickly and efficiently. Also for PSD, I'm currently working at an intermediate stop. While executing PCS orders, I was informed that my flight dates were wrong and that I would need to change them via my detaching CMD PSD, since I already executed a portion of the flight. Mrs. Irene Tama and her team helped me with the necessary changes promptly and professionally, which took an abundant amount of stress off me during this transition. I can't thank them enough. For NAF Atsugi, I greatly appreciate you took the time to carry out a survey for both host and U.S. personnel. I would be more grateful if you took another survey biannually or annually. Thank you.
That's good.
Air Operations. As Lieutenant Jamplis is departing as the Iwo Jima coordinator, we would like to thank him for his assistance to CNRJ Fire and Emergency Services during his time as the Iwo Jima coordinator. He took a proactive approach to ensure higher level authorities were aware of the existing fire and life safety deficiencies on the island. As a direct result of his assistance, not only has attention been brought to these issues, but progress towards resolving the major deficiencies has begun, and virtually all of the smaller deficiencies have been corrected. These results would not have been achieved without Lieutenant Jamplis' assistance.
All right, some great BZs and an outstanding job. Pastor Andre, good job reading through those. And, it's great to hear the BZs. We'd like to hear the comments that on how we can improve. That's something we always want to do, be the best support we can. And certainly our number one job is to make sure the men and women of Air Wing 5 and our tenant commands are up and running. You have what you need to do your job, and we're just happy to have you nearby. So, Pastor Andre, great job today.
Thank you very much, sir.
All right, CMC, wonderful show, and thank you to you and all the public affairs teams for putting all this stuff in. We're happy to have the show back on the air for this new year and enjoying it. And love being back in the hangar. So it's a great pleasure for me to be near the airplanes and great sailors working on great to be here. PA, thanks for doing a great job. And we'll see everybody next week on the Captain's Call. Thanks for tuning in.